The diverse folklore of Native American cultures is rich with a host of mysterious and terrifying creatures, each bringing unique fears and lessons to life. For those familiar with the infamous Wendigos and Skinwalkers, it's no wonder these monstrous entities have fascinated and terrified people across generations. While Wendigos and Skinwalkers are among the most well-known figures, they are far from the only supernatural dangers lurking in indigenous lore. In the stories of Native American cultures, creatures such as the Bacock, Pukwudgie, and Chidi embody primal fears, often representing important cultural warnings or values through their eerie forms. Today, we'll explore chilling legends from the Anishinaabe, Wampanoag, and Navajo traditions, meeting some of the most disturbing spirits and entities passed down through their rich oral histories. Join us as we dive into these haunting tales to uncover why they were shared with such urgency and caution. Folklore has long served as a way to teach life lessons, guiding individuals toward a respectful, cautious, and morally upright way of life. 1. The Bacock. The relentless hunter of Anishinaabe folklore. Our journey begins with a terrifying figure from the Anishinaabe people, especially among the Ojibwe and Chippewa tribes. Known as the Bacock, or sometimes Pawguk, this spectral hunter carries a tale that rivals the chilling themes found in Wendigo stories. Derived from the Ojibwe word pakikadozo, meaning to be skinny, the Bacock embodies a spectral dread rooted in tragedy and the consequences of unchecked arrogance. Like many figures in folklore, its story serves as a cautionary reminder to those who let pride lead them into dangerous territory. Once a skilled hunter with unwavering confidence in his abilities, the Bacock ventured deep into unfamiliar lands, convinced he could survive alone. However, as he pursued his prey deeper into the wilderness, he found himself trapped in a desolate, lifeless stretch with no sustenance. Days passed, and his body weakened, yet his spirit clung stubbornly to life, leaving him in a liminal state between the living and the dead. He became the Bacock, a skeletal, undead specter consumed by insatiable hunger. This eerie transformation serves as a powerful reminder within Anishinaabe folklore about the necessity of humility and respecting one's limits. Tales like that of the Bacock caution against the dangers of arrogance and ignoring essential precautions. In Bacock's story, his reckless actions lead to a fate worse than death, condemned to eternal hunger. According to legend, Bacock eventually encountered another lone hunter, a man who, like him, had ventured into the wilderness alone. Driven by starvation, the Bacock attacked, using poison-tipped arrows to paralyze his prey. With skeletal fingers, he tore into the man's body, devouring his liver with a twisted sense of satisfaction, his first meal in countless years. In a macabre twist, he replaced the liver with a stone, sewing up the wound and leaving no immediate sign of his gruesome act. The hunter returned to his village, visibly weakened, only to succumb to a mysterious illness within days, his fate a grim testament to the Bacock's ghastly existence. The tale of the Bacock serves both as a chilling ghost story and a cautionary lesson, reminding children to avoid wandering alone in the forest and urging hunters to exercise prudence and respect for nature. In Anishinaabe society, respecting one's environment and acknowledging the spirits residing within it is essential. Stories like the Bacock's convey the consequences of failing to uphold this respect. The Bacock also symbolizes the destructive potential of isolation and unchecked ambition, qualities that, if left unchecked, can lead to ruin. The Pukwudgie, Wampanoag's mischievous yet deadly little people. Next, we encounter the Pukwudgie, a creature rooted in the folklore of the Wampanoag people from Massachusetts. Known as Bug-Wujanini in their language, the Pukwudgie may appear endearing at first glance, but its small stature and quill-like hair mask a dark side. Standing at about 3 feet tall, these mischievous, shape-shifting beings inhabit forests and can transform themselves into various forms, often to play tricks on unsuspecting humans. For the Wampanoag, Pukwudgies were initially a minor nuisance, known for harmless pranks like transforming into mosquitoes to disrupt rituals or scattering a hunter's tools in the night. However, What began as innocent trickery took a more sinister turn. Like the will-o'-the-wisps of European folklore, Pukwudgies are said to create mysterious orbs of light to lure travelers deep into the woods. While some victims may escape with little more than a bruise or lost possessions, others suffer far worse fates. Pukwudgies are rumored to beat, rob, or even kill those who fall under their spell. In a disturbing twist, the lore suggests that Pukwudgies grow stronger through these killings, absorbing the spirits of their victims, known as Tapai Wonkas, and gaining more power with each life they claim. Interestingly, the Wampanoag and the Pukwudgies did not always have an adversarial relationship. According to legend, the Wampanoag once revered a giant creator named Mozhip, who shaped much of Cape Cod. In the early days, the Pukwudgies sought the admiration of the Wampanoag by offering assistance, but their efforts often backfired, causing more harm than good. Feeling unappreciated and rejected, the Pukwudgies fully embraced their chaotic nature, intensifying their havoc upon the Wampanoag. As their behavior turned violent, the creation giant Mashup intervened, scattering the Pukwudgies across the continent to protect his people. Yet, the resilient creatures returned, more vengeful than before, escalating their attacks by abducting Wampanoag children, leaving the community in constant fear. Ultimately, Mashup himself became a target. The Pukwudgies ambushed him with enchanted arrows, leading to his demise and abandoning the Wampanoag to face the Pukwudgies alone. For those who respect their legend, the lesson is clear. Never provoke a Pukwudgie, as these beings possess an enduring power and have survived the wrath of giants. The Chidi, the Navajo spirit of malevolence, the final, and perhaps most fearsome, creature in this folklore journey is the Chidi, a spirit from Navajo tradition that embodies pure malevolence. In Navajo belief, the term Chidi refers to a ghost, or dark spirit that emerges from the worst aspects of a person's soul. This dark spirit remains behind upon death, while the individual's pure essence transitions to the spirit world. This understanding of the soul's journey heavily influences Navajo customs, especially around death and the handling of deceased loved ones. To avoid creating a Chidi, Navajo families often insist on outdoor deaths and will abandon any home where someone has died indoors, fearing it may become haunted. The presence of a Chidi brings a debilitating illness known as ghost sickness. Those afflicted experience deep sadness, fatigue, dread, and paranoia as the spirit's dark emotions seep into them. In extreme cases, the Chidi may possess its victims, filling them with painful memories of shame, anger, and fear from its previous life. Unprepared individuals can become overwhelmed by these negative energies, causing unfamiliar and disturbing behaviors. While Chidi are typically feared, they are also seen as agents of retribution, exacting punishment on those who disrespect Mother Earth. Despite the potential for this rare, positive action, the Navajo agree that encounters with a Chidi should be avoided at all costs. Careful rituals are performed to ensure spirits naturally dissipate outdoors or to prevent any chance of possession. One of the most chilling tales of the Chidi centers on the Long Sault clan. In 1825, a clan member believed he was haunted by a Chidi, the spirit of a man he had killed. In desperation, he turned to a medicine man, who performed an exorcism and successfully banished the spirit. However, when the clan members refused to pay the medicine man for his services, a serious violation of tradition, the Chidi's vengeance reignited. The curse spread through the clan, claiming nearly every member until only a young woman named Alice remained. Her tragic death in a snowstorm marked the end of the once proud Long Sault clan, a stark reminder of the consequences of neglecting cultural responsibilities and disrespecting spiritual boundaries. Each of these stories offers a profound reminder of values essential to Native American cultures. From the Bacock's caution against arrogance to the Pukwudgie's lesson on unintended consequences, and the Chidi's embodiment of respect for life and death, these creatures transcend mere embodiments of fear. They act as guides, advising on the right paths and warning of hidden dangers along life's journey. Now that you've met the Bacock, Pukwudgie, and Chidi, ask yourself, which would you fear most to encounter? The skeletal hunger of the Bacock, the mischievous malice of the Pukwudgie, or the soul-crushing presence of the Chidi? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And if you're intrigued by these legends, be sure to subscribe for more explorations of folklore.